everyone, this is our third batch of coffee roasting for tonight. We are now at about, it's already past 12 o'clock, which is already on the 25th of August. And this is CY, right? Thank you for watching my videos, and I hope you like what I'm doing so far. And let's look at the plantation information for lot 9. According to the information, the lot 9 is actually from India. It's actually from this estate called the Harley Estate, a replica double wash. Right, let's look at it. Okay, let me read to you what is the information on the plantation. Right, this is actually the coffee beans from India. The farm is from Harley Estates. Origin is actually from Majarabad region, India. Crop year again is for 2021. Right, the processing method is natural. The soil condition is sandy loam, LOOM. The plantation scale is 320. It didn't state whether is this hectare. I believe it's hectares, 320 hectares, which is pretty big. And the elevation is actually pretty low. It's only about 944 above sea level, which means our charge temperature must be adjusted to be about, we'll do it at about 180 degrees Celsius. Right? We'll bring down by 10 degrees Celsius. So before we do that, let me just adjust before we forget. So I'll bring my charge temperature down because this is a bean that's grown at lower altitude, and I'm quite sure the bean density is not as high as compared to the one that we have roasted in the previous one from Colombia at about 1006 meters above sea level. The carving score is 82.5. The carving notes is blood orange. Okay, I've not tasted blood orange before. Green apple, that's interesting, and strawberry. Oh, this is a really interesting. So even though the elevation is lower, but I have never tasted the coffee bean that stated is strawberry before. Right, apples and strawberry. Oh, that's really interesting. So let's get started. Let's measure the beans that we want. I'm not too sure whether it has 1 kg here, but we're going to try. So you need to cut this open. On my pocket knife, I just cut a small hole. Oh, okay, this whole pack is actually exactly 1 kg. Right, it's about 1005 gram, 1005 grams. So, yep, we'll roast at one go. So again, this is lot 9 from India. So let me get back to the Artisan program. Okay, so let's check the temperature of the roaster. The discharge smoke has been disabled. Stir is still at 80%, which means the speed of the drum is 80%. Temperature of the air is about 177. Let's wait for it to come up slightly more. Right, on my Artisan it's recording at about close to 180 degrees Celsius. On my manual roast touchscreen monitor, it can only go up to whole number, whereas on the Artisan it can go up to 1 dp. So definitely there's a higher accuracy on the Artisan. Right, my air temperature has already reached 180 degrees Celsius. In fact, it's 180.6. And on my touchscreen monitor, it only registered about 180. It's pretty close though, right? Let's bring the heating power to 100% first. Okay, so I think we can charge now. So let's reset the graph. Let's start on both sides. Okay, so let's charge it, and remember we are actually offing the heater to let it soak for about a minute. So let's do that. Heat off, charge, heat off. So again, we're gonna let it soak for about a minute. Same thing, I'll probably be heating up at 60% when you reach 1 minute instead of 60%, because the elevation for this bin is actually much lower. Right, another 5 seconds and we'll turn up the heat to 50%. Right, so we have already turned up the heat to 50%. We should be reaching turning point pretty soon. Alright, heating turning point has reached. It's about 78.1 degrees Celsius. Turning point happens at about 1 minute and 26 seconds. I will have to upgrade the exhaust pipe. I think this exhaust pipe is not durable because it's actually made of aluminum foil, and after stretching it for a few times, it starts to have holes, and I have to use aluminum tape to actually to cover the hole. So I definitely have to get a more durable one, right? Because you can see that I roast quite often. So this is something that I have to get to replace that aluminum exhaust pipe down there, as you can see. Let me show you. Right, you can see here. Right, this is the aluminum exhaust pipe. Alright, we are reaching at about 90 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to step up the power to 60%. Minutes. You see the color of the bean is really jade green. Alright, we will increase the heating power to 70%. By the way, we have only 1 unit of M10 Sniper Pro in stock and 2 units of the M2 Sniper Pro in stock. So if you are looking to do some home coffee roasting at home, and if you are in Singapore, right, you can get in touch with us. We are the only local authorized agent for the Collab and Sniper type of roaster machine. Right, we offer a 12 months local warranty. This is something you cannot get if you buy off Alibaba or AliExpress. We actually provide you with the after sale service. Okay, so now we are reaching about 120 degrees. We're going to up again to 80%. Let's check the condition of the roast. It should still be around a green color. Yep, you can see, but it's slightly a fainter green as compared to when it's charging. If you are doing indoor roasting, right, there will be a very minimal smoke indoor, provided you have an exhaust pipe connected to the outside. If you do not have the exhaust pipe, it will be quite smoky. So make sure that you have to find a exhaust pipe to actually vent out the exhaust. I will not say the smoke is a lot, but it will still be smoky, right? Remember, we are actually roasting something. There will definitely be smoke produced, but I'm pretty happy with the M10 Sniper Pro. Right, the amount of smoke it produces is actually very minimal. Right, you don't really see a lot of smoke coming out. Right, we're going to increase again to 90%. Right now the coffee bean should be turning yellow. You can see from green it's actually started to become more yellow in color. Right, it's starting to turn yellow. I did not pull down the damper, which is actually the exhaust fan just now, but this is not really critical because remember, I'm not actually controlling the all the controls on the Artisan. I'm actually using the manual touchscreen monitor to control all the variables. So everything I do on the Artisan now is just for recording, for charting, and all the control now still rely on the touchscreen monitor here. I'm reaching about 145 degrees Celsius. So you can see that the beans are turning to yellow. I can smell the sweet smell in there. It's a bit sweet, I can smell it. Somehow this is different from the Colombian beans. Okay, I think the dry end is about to reach. Yep, I think dry end has already reached. So let's start the dry end, and I'm going to step down the power now to 80%. So it is now about 9 minutes, and we are reaching about 150 degrees Celsius. So right now I'm going to start to step down the power, because this is actually the most crucial stage of the bean development. I don't smell any acidity there. At 10-minute mark, we'll step down to 70%. You can see that the coffee bean is definitely turning brown, no longer yellow. So far, from all the batches of coffee bean I've roasted yesterday and today, I will say that one of the coffee from Indonesia is actually one of the most inconsistent in terms of size and the number of crackers I've seen. That batch is actually one of the worst batch. I will try to find out which batch is that, because I've done the recording. Okay, let's step down back to 60%. We're reaching about 160 degrees Celsius. Right, brown. We are reaching about 11 minutes and 30 seconds. The last 10 degrees before it hit 180, I'm going to reduce to 50% heat. It's definitely turning slightly darker now. We should be hearing the first crack in about a minute plus or so. We are now into about 12 minutes and 50 seconds. You can see the color. Should be hearing the first crack pretty soon. So you can see that most of the roasting curve is all about this shape, right? First charge, drop, the temperature will drop, the beans the temperature will drop all the way until heat turning point, and this is the drying phase. So dry end happens around here, so you can see that entire drying phase is actually quite long. It takes about 8 minutes plus for the drying phase. Right, then after that, this is the stage of development. Right, this is where I develop the beans. And then we're waiting for first crack now. Excuse me. 14 minutes. You can see the bean is now really nicely brown. First crack should be very soon. First crack started. So now let's again develop to about 15 to 16%. So now I have to vent out the air. Let's vent out at 40%. Let's let it develop. Now we are 5% development. This batch, the roasting time is a bit longer. %. Very nicely done. 8%. 9%. 'Color is really very beautiful. %, development. See, the color is really very nice. 14% development. Right, we'll drop at 15%. Let's do the bean. Right, this is now the beans are being cooled. It will take about 3 minutes or so for the beans to cool down. Even without stirring, the coffee bean has been cooled down, so it's actually pretty good. So I think let me see whether I can do one more. I think I will do one more batch, which is actually lot 10. So stay tuned to find out what lot 10 is in the next video. So this is Seah once again. Thank you for joining me. Right, I think today we'll do a 4 batch of roasting, 1 kg each. And thank you for watching. Stay safe. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel.